What's up, Star Wars fans? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte. Let's talk Star Wars Resistance in this video. I'm tired of all the drama and everything else going on with that fan film that I'm not interested in watching. I'm ready to talk about actual Star Wars. So I got this interesting comment on the last video that I did on Resistance. That was, will Star Wars Resistance introduce the Knights of Ren? That's kind of something that I'm looking for in the second half of Season 1 and what's going on with the children of the Tahar. And I'm going to have some things to say about them. If not in this video, then in a follow-up to this video talking about this episode. But I got a comment from Michael Hughes on that video. He said, I'm sitting here watching a little sea creature try to eat a robot while some whiny dude, he used a cuss word, named Kaz runs around making weird noises. Having a hard time seeing how any of this will relate to anything Star Wars. Well, Michael, I hope you stayed tuned to the remainder of the episode. I will admit that, hey, look, Resistance is a kid's show. It is totally Disney XD to the fullest extent. Like, if you thought Season 1 of Rebels was kind of slow, kind of goofy, kind of kiddie until they kicked it up a notch when Ezra made that speech on Lothal and Kanan got captured. That's when Rebels really got serious, heading into the finale, right? They're still setting some things up. They're still paying dues to, give us a backstory on some of these characters. This was an episode where we really got to know about Nico. Nico had some kind of pet, right? The little sea creature that he named Bibo was part of the episode. And with these shows being very kiddie, it was like it didn't take long to figure out where this was going, right? This creature got lost and his mom was going to come looking for him. And that's totally what happened. And I want to reference Rebels because I feel like this is one of those episodes that was like the Purrgil, the Space Whales, right? I remember the Collider guys, the Jedi Council guys were like, oh, this sucked. Why did Filoni do this? Totally filler episode is what a lot of people were saying. I'm going to tell you this right now. I feel like that relationship between Nico and Bibo, I think that's going to come back later, right? We saw in the trailer for the latter half of the season that the First Order is going to take over. We haven't seen that yet, meaning the First Order hasn't come yet to the Colossus. They haven't taken over yet, taken over security and everything else. Maybe it'll take another pirate attack. Maybe this attack by Bibo's mother is what speeds things up and gets the First Order troops deployed there to the Colossus to start setting up shop, right? And then I think at that moment, that's when things are going to get more serious. The stakes are going to be bumped up a notch as far as what's going on here, right? But, we got a lot about Nico. This is a kid's show. For me, Nico is the Jar Jar Binks, right? I don't like, this is this character. But Jar Jar Binks was there for the kids. They have them laugh and everything. Nico facilitates that role here, right? He's the clown, the one that's really there for the kids to keep them engaged. And yeah, Kaz is kind of silly, but Kaz is the main character. He's on that same trajectory, that same path where he starts out, I'm a nobody, I'm a loser, right? There's nothing fascinating about me, but I want to participate in what's going on. I want to be part of the resistance. My dad is a senator, and I know everything about military history and all the stuff about ships and everything else, but I want to do something meaningful. I want to prove that I can stand on my own. I want to go on my own hero's journey, right? In some of this, we're seeing Kaz being goofy, but he's going to mature as we continue, and he'll still be kind of goofy. And people who say I never say anything bad about Star Wars, those of you, the real urban acolyte folks have been listening to what I've been saying. We can go back to Season 4, and I was like, yo, man, this is it. Like, the stakes is serious now, and Ezra's still doing still doing goofy stuff until the final, 3 episodes. It might have been the last 2. I think the final, 2 or 3 episodes, that's when Ezra was like, yo, it was really after Kanan died. After Kanan died, Ezra, okay, I'm it. I'm the last straw. I'm the last Jedi as far as I know, right? Well, he knew Obi-Wan, but, you know, as far as this story is concerned, I'm it. The buck stops here, right? I got to be serious. This is about Lothal. It's not about me being goofy, right? Kaz hadn't gotten there yet, right? He's still early in his development. But this episode, let's talk about the major themes that I saw, the major things I identified, right? Okay, so Kaz is still goofy. Kaz is trying to get with Sonara. Sonara realizes Kaz is trying to get with me. How can I use this to my advantage? She gets the 411 from her pirate boss, right? That, hey, you were rescued by 2 resistance pilots. Who are they? Well, I have a feeling that, well, when I first got here and I was conscious, this dude Kaz has been in my face, you know, 24/7. He's trying to holler. He's trying to spit that game. I think that Kaz might have been one of those people who rescued me. And if not, then he saw them because he was all up in my face, you know, trying to get some of that pink or light purple or fuchsia, whatever color she is. He trying to get some of that purple booty, right? It's probably not going to happen. I think Sonara is gay, but they're not going that's not going to be outright in there. I don't think with the nature, if they start writing some books or something else, hey, Sonara and, what's the mechanic chick, the sister girl, Sonara and sister girl are going, hey, you already know they got something special, and it'll come out in a YA novel if they decide to write some books on this about, oh, this is what we can't show on the kids show, right? I'm just telling you, hey man, Zara Leonis was knocking them boots with what was his girl's name? I can't remember, but he didn't have a girlfriend when you saw him on Rebels. He had a woman. He had him a woman, right? And she had to go to Garel with him. Her family ended up having to defect from the Empire too, right? That's why you should read the books. But Marie Spanjeff, that was Zara's girl's name. But anyway, so back to this. Sonara's she's trying to get the 411 from Kaz about his background. Who's he a spy for? You're a guy who keeps secrets. I keep secrets. How about we have a secret together, right? How about we do some secret stuff? And I'm hoping Kaz doesn't go for it. We're going to have to see how that plays out. Sonara's got to pick a team. She's got to pick a side. Maybe the pirates end up, when they realize the First Order is using them as pawns, they're like, hey, we need to jump on this, so the pirates could end up joining the resistance too, or at least fighting for the Colossus. Maybe they don't outright join the resistance, but I think once they find out the First Order has double-crossed them, that, hey, that could totally happen. When they find out, hey, man, the First Order don't care nothing about y'all, right? They're just using y'all, your pawns, your tools, right? So we'll see how that goes. What else? The children of the Tahar, right? What's going on with them? They're there on the Colossus. They're hanging out with these Ninja Turtle looking dudes. And apparently they may be force sensitive. There's something going on with them. So that's something we need to watch. What's going on with the children of the Tahar? They said something bigger is coming. Were they only talking about Bibo's mother? Were they talking about the First Order, Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, something big, something bigger that we hadn't even thought of, right? Don't appreciate the vagueness. That's a very vague answer, so we're going to have to stay tuned and find out what that means, right? I want to say more about the children of the Tahar, but this is really just my thoughts, my reflection, my reaction after seeing that video. I'm going to be talking about more Resistance. I really like this show, and right now it's the only thing Star Wars related that's current, other than comic books and novels that I still haven't caught up on. So as far as current Star Wars, if you like Resistance, hey man, make sure you stay tuned for my future Resistance videos. I'm going to get this posted. They've already posted a trailer or a little sampler for this weekend's episode. I'm going to check that out and talk on that in the next video. And then after those two, I'll probably get that Children of the Tahar video up sometime tomorrow. So check back for that. I'm getting ready to do another video on Resistance. Come back for that one later this evening and check back tomorrow. I want to talk about the Children of Tahar and just my thoughts after seeing them in this episode, you know, about Bibo. So that's all I got. What did you guys think about this episode? You know, do you think that that Bibo and his mother could come back later in the season? You know, it looked like the Colossus was being flooded or sinking. Could they come to the rescue the same way the Purrgil returned and helped out Ezra Bridger? Or do you think this is just a one-shot thing? This was part of the story, and the real big thing is what's going on with Sonara and the pirates and Kaz, waiting on the First Order to come and seeing that, you know, if a big threat comes, that the Aces can't handle it, or, you know, all of that. I just dropped a lot on y'all, so I'll leave it at that. And see y'all in the next video. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, click that subscribe button and take your first steps towards becoming an urban acolyte. Embark on the journey of becoming the hero of your own story, become a force for change in your community. Continue to support the channel. You can do that by checking out more videos and hitting up some Urban Acolyte merch. But that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the force of others be with you always.